So let's select the God text, double click on it to get here, and select inner glue. Okay, so 29, and then click here, change the inner glue's color to white. Okay, now we have this. Are you good? All right, so we want the 3D ramp here to affect the cross text, the cross illustration here. So let's simply drag it inside the group of the gold to make sure that it's also being affected. Okay, all right, so select the rectangle here, the one with the mask, shift select the one without the mask, and then drag and drop them inwards, and then they are going to be affected. Simple. So just zoom in, okay, and then just select the fade, add the mask to the fade, B for the brush to increase the size, okay, from here, okay, or by using the bracket keys that come right after the P. The one that is very close to that is in close proximity with the P reduces, and then the one that comes after it increases. Okay, so let's soft run brush like so, and then increase the size. Left click here, make it somewhere here, okay, 28%. Then apply black here, okay, get something like so. V for the move to, and then zoom out. B again, just reduce the size, just reduce the opacity. B for the brush to, then apply a little bit. Okay, V, this is fine. All right, so we have something like this. Okay, so back to our subject. So just click here to create a new layer on top of hair. Command Option G to clip mask that layer on top of hair. G for the gradient to click here. Select black for our foreground color because you are going to do something. Foreground color to transparency. Okay. All right. So we have black selected, and you click here to get here. Expand the basis by left clicking over here. Select this foreground to transparency. Okay. Then shift left click and drag upward like so to get something like this. It looks intense. Don't worry, we are going to fix it. So V for the move to, and then just reduce it like so. Okay. All right, somewhere like here. Okay. All right, let's select this, our subject, add the gradient map like so. It is already clip mask because you were in between the clip layer and then the layer itself. That is why it ended up being clip mask. So we don't have to clip mask it, okay, ourselves. Okay. All right, have something like this. Click here, and then just click here, make the color white, so black and white like so. Okay, and then just change the blending mode to soft light. Okay, click on the image, okay, and come to image, adjustment, shadows and highlight like so. Okay, to get you to somewhere like so. Okay, add up to the tone, add up to the amount a little bit. Okay, desaturate it a little bit. Okay, like this. Yeah, this is okay. All right, so just as you can see, we are almost there. So we have to introduce her name here. So once again, our ellipse or elliptical choose our created elliptical shape is going to be useful here. Okay, so we select it, then we mask out like an area inside, and then that mask area is going to be replaced by the logo of our artist. Are we good? All right, so you just come in here and make sure that we add a mask. Okay, so just simply left click on it, then we add the mask. B for the brush to increase the size like so with the bracket keys. Click here, and then this time around select hard run brush, opacity back to 100%. Click here, and then just do away with this region like so. Okay, to facilitate or to give us the room to add her name. Okay, all right, so her name is here. Let's quickly get here, come in here, and then introduce her name here. Just simply left click and drag it to import. Okay, all right, left click here, drag, and then bring it here. Okay, like so. Right click and convert it to a smart object so that it saves you from deletion. I beg you. All right, and Command T like so, and reduce the size. Okay, left click and drag to reduce the size, and then enter. Okay, or Command Enter or Control Enter to register. Once again, Command T or Control T, reduce the size like so. Okay, and she has a crown. Okay, so let's introduce her crown too as well. Okay, All right, so just click here, okay? Then how I have it here, so simply just drag and drop. So Command C, just minimize Illustrator. Then click here, Command V to paste in place. Smart object selected, very, very, very important. And go to OK, like so, okay? Move it up here. The right click, tilt it this way, and then move it up like so, okay? All right, okay, something like so, and then just give it a color. So we have the color here, fortunately. So crown's color, just click, copy here, double click, come to color overlay, and then just paste. Okay, this is the color, okay? All right, and then once again, so just Command T and increase the size like so. Okay, let's see if you're on track. All right, so just come in here and then increase the size a little bit, then move it up like so. So our subject size has to be also magnified. So select it, Command T, just increase the size slightly, okay, and move here up. Okay, all right, somewhere here, okay. Then the crown, let me drag it underneath here because it shouldn't be, okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, so something like that. Then we come in here, then we move it here. Okay, all right. So let me select the Hansen, create a duplicate, move it here. Duplicate with Command J, okay, or Control J on Windows, and then do the size here like so. Command Enter and type possible God, okay. Command A to select everything, or Control A. We do the size like so, and then we already have the title, so there's no need making it big, okay. All right, and then just increase the value for the kerning, and then reduce the size slightly, register action, and then move it here like so. Okay, reduce the size, okay, like so, and move it down here like so, and then reduce the size, okay, like so, okay. Are you good? All right. So something like so, and yeah, something like this, and the scroll down here like so. Select the LS, B for the brush to then apply black here to hide those areas, okay, so that they don't overlap with the crown, okay. Haircut is very, very important to here. All right, so let's think we have some few adjustments here. Let's create this, okay. We have our background colors here. So we have BG1, okay, this is the color, so let me just copy, okay, then just double click here in the Command V or Control V, okay. Option delete, or let's say Alt backspace to fill our how do we call it, our foreground with it, okay, like so, okay. Create a new layer once more, click here, click here, and then select the background color to Command C, and then double click, Command V, okay, just double click here, okay, and option delete, or let's say Alt backspace to fill our created layer with our foreground color, okay. And then you have something like this, 1 and then 2, okay. All right, to drag this underneath this, okay, we select this, okay, then we add the mask, B for the brush to, okay, hard run brush selected, opacity 100%, and then kind of get these lines in there, okay. All right, you are going to do that through the mask here. B for the brush to, then just apply, Command Z, too big for the brush size, so somewhere like so, okay. Then let me just reduce let me click on the layer itself, reduce the opacity like so, okay? Somewhere like so, okay? All right, let me see. All right, have something like so, okay? Select this, add a mask, okay? B for the brush tool, and then G for the gradient to left click and drag up here like so, okay, to fade the upper part of, okay, this layer, okay, to get you to somewhere here, okay? Every effect is subtle, okay, but it speaks volume, okay? All right, so you have something like so, and then let's add some few things, okay? So you have, I'm just going to use some of the album, the songs in the album, okay, to decorate the work, okay? All right, so I'm just going to select the possible God, and then Command G or Control G to create a duplicate. Move it up here like so. Command T or Control T, Shift left click and drag it up, and then tilt it like so, okay? Enter, Command Enter, okay? Or Control Enter to make it editable, and then Command V or Control V to paste. Control A to select, or Command A to select. Click here, then select somewhere here like so, okay? And then change the fonts to, let's see, is it Nexa or so? Yeah, Nexa will be okay. Just somewhere like so, okay? Somewhere like so, okay? Create a duplicate, Command J, and then move it up here like so, and then paste one of the tracks again, okay? So Command C, and then Command Enter with that particular layer selected, Command V, okay? Because it is an album cover, okay? All right. So just move it here, okay? Command G. So you are not just there creating with, okay? It's all, everything that you do is having a meaning, okay? All right. So let me copy. I am free, okay? Command C or Control C. Double click on this. Command V or Control V to paste. And they have something like so, okay? And yeah, you see this place is kind of blue, okay? It's kind of yellowish, so we want it to be natural, okay? There's no looking natural, so let's add a color balance adjustment layer here. So color balance, and then move it up here like so, okay? Just drag it and drop up, so, okay? And now some blues over here, okay? Add some blues somewhere like so, okay? Let's come to the shadows. Add some blues a little bit. Add some this like so, okay? And then Control I or Command I to invert the mask, B for the brush to invert the mask, and B for the brush to, and then you introduce those blue areas in that particular region that is looking yellowish, which is not making the work what appear natural, okay? All right, so just select soft round because you want the application to be subtle, and then just somewhere like so, okay? Then apply. Oh, switch foreground and background, apply white, okay? Somewhere like so. Do the opacity, apply, okay? So that it blends with what we already have there, okay? When we are applying inwards, okay? All right, so you have something like this before they move to, okay? So something like this, okay? Something like this. Are we good? Something like this, basically it. And maybe I added subtle noise, so Control or Command Shift N, okay? So noise, and I'm just going to make it over, I'm just going to give it a color. It doesn't matter, but I'm just going to give it, okay? All right, now I'm just going to make this overlay. This is the key thing here, overlay, and then fill with 50% gray, okay? And filter, noise, and then add noise, okay? Something subtle here. This is too much, so maybe somewhere here like so, okay? Somewhere 14 there about, okay? Yeah, 14 there about is fine. And let's see, okay? All right, so let's group it. Let's lock it, okay, so that it doesn't interfere with our other things, okay. All right, because it is a gray layer with an application which is affecting everything, okay. All right, so just double click on the shadows and highlights, and let's add up to this, let's add up to that, okay. Let's desaturate it a bit like so, and I think, and then just scroll upwards and then Control Shift Alt E or Command Shift Option E to take a screenshot and filter, sharpen, and on sharp mask 29, Command 0. So guys, yeah, that is that. This is that. So this is going to be for the part 1 of the cover. The part 2 is going to be coming shortly. That is going to be the track lists. So thank you very much for your time. Have an exciting week. It's your boy Inferno here, and I'm out. Peace out.